Hey everyone, today I'm going to be sharing with you my top foundation picks. I've chosen these because they're great in quality, but over that they're great in color selection. I'm really pale and it's very hard for me to find a foundation that matches my skin and doesn't oxidize throughout the day. So these foundations are great in formulation, and if you're pale, that's a bonus because I've found some foundations that will match your skin tone. The first foundation I want to talk about is the Revlon Colorstay foundation. This is a staple for me. I love this foundation so much. It's just quick and easy and just easy peasy. There are two formulations to the Revlon Colorstay. There is the dry to normal skin formulation and the oily to combination skin formulation. And there are 8 shades in each different formulation, which accumulates to 16 shades in total you get to choose from, which is really great for selection when you're really pale or really dark. My shade that I picked up is 110 Ivory, and it does have a little pink undertone to it, but it matches my skin tone really well, and I appreciate Revlon for making a foundation that is that light. I personally picked up the combination to oily skin formulation because I didn't know that there were 2 different ones, so I just happened to pick this one up, and I really do like this formulation. I do have really dry skin and this works for me. The coverage of this foundation is pretty good. It is a medium to full coverage foundation, but it is buildable and it's quite pigmented, which I really appreciate. Like, I could put this on and skip concealer and I'd be out the door all hunky-dory. This foundation is around $15 and it does have an SPF of 6 in it, which is a bonus because why not put an SPF in your foundation. It does help control shine, I find, and it does really leave you looking flawless. So this is one of my favorite foundations and I think I will repurchase this till the end of time. The next foundation I want to talk about is also a Revlon one. It's obviously the Revlon Colorstay Whipped Foundation. This foundation, I have used this for over a year and I can never get enough of this foundation. If I had to choose one foundation for the rest of my life, like if I was trapped on an island, it would probably be this one because it's so full coverage and just applies like a dream. This shade right here that I have is 110 Ivory. It's a little pink, so I also do mix with this the one up, which is the shade Buff. I don't have the packaging right now, I don't know where it is, but I have mixed them in there to create a shade that is more my skin tone because Buff was really yellow undertone and Ivory was a little bit pinker, so I mixed them and this is my perfect shade. There are 12 shades available in the Revlon Colorstay Whipped line, and I've seen them range from $12 to $19. It really depends where you buy it, and I found that in the States, like in Target, I think I bought this one for $11 there, but here it's like $20 at Superstore. It's crazy, but it is worth the money if you can get your hands on this because it's just so nice. So like I said, it is a full coverage foundation and it does claim that it withstands heat and humidity, which I completely agree with. It does. Like, if I want to go out at night or to a club with a full face on, this is the one I'm going to choose. Like, I could be up until 7 a.m. and my face would still look flawless with this foundation on, and the color is perfect. This is one of my favorite foundations. The next foundation I'm going to talk about, I have been obsessed with since it came out. I think it came out in like, I don't know, February, I think, maybe January, I'm not too sure, but it is the Covergirl Outlast Stay Fabulous 3-in-1 foundation. I have the shade 905 Ivory, and this foundation is just different than any foundation I've ever put on. You squirt it into your hand and you put it on your face and it almost like turns into a powder on your face. It's just so soft and just smooth. It's just like velvet, and it's just the night. You know what? All these foundations are really nice. You're going to find me saying that it's really nice a lot, but this foundation is great. I've seen it like the price range between $10 and $14. Again, it really depends where you find it. Shoppers Drug Mart, it's going to be more expensive because they jack up the prices on everything, but I bought this one I think at Superstore for $10, which is a great deal. It does have an SPF 20 in it, and it has this thing, let me just read from the back. It's like lasting power of a primer, coverage of a concealer, and blendability of a foundation in one, and it says it's shine free, which is great. So this foundation is a dream. It is a little orange for me, like a tad, just like a smidge orange, but I just powder my face over top with a translucent powder and it kind of just blends out into looking like it's my own skin. So this foundation is a top pick for me. There are 14 shades available in the Covergirl Outlast Stay Fabulous 3-in-1 foundation, and it does have about a medium buildable coverage in this foundation, which is fine by me. It's a really thick consistency, which makes it easy, very easy to blend. And I usually just apply this with my fingers. I don't bother with the beauty blender. Like, if I want to put makeup on in 5 minutes and just head it out the door, I put this on. It just blends so easily. Like, this foundation is just like foolproof. A monkey could put this foundation on and look like a drag queen or a beauty queen or something. I don't know. My next foundation is the NARS Sheerglow foundation in the shade Siberia. This foundation is a dream. It was just like my dreams came true when Brandon showed me this foundation in Sephora. I am in the latest shade Siberia, like I said. It does have about a medium full coverage. It is buildable also. Every foundation is buildable. So yeah, that's the coverage that it has, and it is just, it's such a weird formulation. Like, you put it on and it kind of almost blends out into a really pigmented, I don't know what to call it. It's just so weird. It's like some scientific something in it, and I really like it. I usually apply this with my beauty blender, and it is the shade that most, like, it just matches my skin tone. It's like putting white paint on my face, and I appreciate it so much. If you are pale and looking for a higher end foundation, I would choose this over any MAC foundation any day. It covers everything on me, and I stay matte throughout the day, which is a plus because I don't really have to powder my face if I put this foundation on. I did a full review and foundation routine on this foundation, so if you want to see that, I'll put a link to it right here and you can click and go look at it. The one thing that I said in my video that I did on this is I wish it came with a pump. I think you can buy them separately. I just haven't gotten to that, but it just really annoys me that I have to do it that way. It's just so unsanitary, and I don't really like that. So the final foundation I'm going to talk about is a new love for me, and is the Maybelline Fit Me Shine Free Gel Foundation Stick, something like that. What does this even say? Maybelline Fit Me Shine Free Foundation Stick. Oh, I think I got that right. I am in the shade 110 Porcelain, and this is, I bought this about, I want to say, a month ago maybe, and I love this foundation. It's so nice. It's so weird. It is a gel stick. I also did a first impression on this. If you want to see my first impression, I'll link right here also. And it's just, this is the greatest foundation. I just whip it on my face, rub it in, easy peasy, there I go. It's a really light foundation, which is awesome, matches my skin tone. It lasts throughout the day, and it is shine free. I do find that I also have to powder my face, but it locks in, like, the powder locks it in, and it lasts throughout the day. So I really find this foundation is just quick, easy, and perfect for pale people also. So those are my favorite foundations. I hope you maybe learned something. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you later. Bye! Here, I'm getting tongue-tied. It's so good. Grab something from this and of the NARS whatever foundation that they have. What is it called? I don't know what it's called. This foundation is and what was I gonna say? Oil to combination skin. The relations to this foundation. Oh god, I have to sneeze. Full with specific combination to oily skin, and my makeup. This is pretty much it. Just a really easy, simple eye and a bold red lip. So yeah, I think